evening. I am your host, Miss TML. You are now tuned in. Real Talk with TML. We have a very special guest with us tonight. He goes by the name Sippizone in the building. Official General.
Oh yeah, you know what it is.
Ow.
Yeah.
Salute King. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. I am completely a fan of your music and just the delivery and the way you express yourself through your music, through your sound. I think it's original. I think it's different. And you just have this captivating voice again that it needs to be heard. I think it needs to be something that people, pay attention to because you're not only, expressing yourself through your music, but you're also talking about everyday struggles and just the life that people don't necessarily understand. So again, it was everything that I've heard from you. It's been some sort of reflection for me and just to understand what you're saying and where you're coming from. I want to know more. I want to know who Sippizone is and where he started. Again, I first came across you through DJ Boom's channel. And that I seen a video. I think the video you were in a cemetery or something like that. Did you do a video like that?
Yeah, I did a couple videos in the cemetery.
And I was like, who is this guy? And it was so crazy because it wasn't no name on the song, like the
Right,
title. I must have didn't catch that at the beginning. So I
right.
had to call him and be like, who is the guy in the cemetery? I'm like, and it was just so crazy because I was like, I want to follow him. I want to know who he is. I want to hear more from him.
Right.
And then I started seeing Erin, shout out to her, Twin City. She started, sharing your stuff. And I was like, oh my God, Erin knows him. So that's how I kind of got connected with you. And again, it's just been great to watch you and see the collaborations that you're forming. And you have a song with T-Rel, you have a song with Boosie Badazz,
Oh
and
yeah,
these
yeah.
are organic sounds and organic sounds. I mean, to the point, like, I don't feel like it was just a feature. I feel like it was a real collaboration. They really felt your music. And that says a lot.
It's big. It was a big. It was. It's two big moments for me. One because I got to do a song with somebody that I grew up on, Boosie Badazz. I grew up on Boosie Badazz. I'm from Mississippi, so if y'all don't know, I'm from Mississippi. That's why my name is Sippizone.
Ah,
Because I'm from Mississippi, born and raised. But I'm down there in the area of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm in that area, so
yeah,
we go back and forth between my hometown and Baton Rouge a lot. So I got the chance to see Boosie come up. So to see him come up and then be able to collaborate with him was one of my biggest goals when it came to doing music. Like, man, it was amazing. But when he came in the studio, man, he sat at my desk and he listened to the song and he looked at me. He said, "This is one of them ones."
yeah,
And when I say that man recorded that, wrote that verse so quick.
yeah,
Oh my God, you would think like, man, it was amazing to watch him do what he do, then get in the booth and go crazy the way he went crazy. Um, I felt like I got that original Boosie, not the new Boosie, the old Boosie.
yeah,
That day Boosie is what he gave me.
yeah.
And big shouts out to Boosie, man. I appreciate it, man. You came through, show love, and definitely put something on there that's memorable for the years to come.
Yeah.
Um, and after that, after I got that joint, I was able to link up with T Rail.
Yeah.
I had already actually what's so crazy is I was able to link with T Rail before I linked with Boosie. And
Right.
I actually formulated a relationship with T Rail. You know, shouts out to little bro. Uh man, epic, awesome. I see
Yeah.
why he do what he do. The young man is crazy.
Yeah.
So getting in the studio with him was amazing. But I formulated a relationship with him. I also engineered one of his top tracks, the one that did 5 million views. My voice is actually on that track. Uh,
What?
yeah, I'm on
What?
that joint. Yep, the
That's
one.
so dope.
So if you catch the video with him freestyling, I'm in that video. He was in my studio, and
What?
oh yeah.
Now,
So
Seaboss Studios, where are you guys located?
we were in Freely, Minnesota. In Freely,
Okay.
Minnesota. I just recently actually shut my studio down though,
Mm-hmm.
because I was getting prepared to move out of the city, going back south, down to Dallas, Texas. So that's what's in the future for me, getting down to Texas and really putting my feet in some of that hot water. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah.
But yeah, so doing that with him, man, we got in there and we vibed out. And so he just called me. Matter of fact, he called me 2 days ago. He was just in the city. And he called me like, man, big bro, I told him I don't want to record with nobody but you. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, listen, and I owe you a Spotify play because we did 5 million plays on there. Da, 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 da. I said, man, I appreciate it.
Wow.
So, you ain't got to give me no plaque for it. You know what I'm
That's
saying? As
so
long as I know that you appreciate what I did for you and, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So salute to my boy T-Rail. Man, real
that's so
talk.
dope. Again, like I said, I knew from the moment I heard you that you were a star, and that again, the sound, the engineering part is so important to me, and that tells me a lot about who you are. That you actually takes, seriousness and take professionalism in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying, and making sure that you are conveying the right sound. That is magnificent in itself.
I just honestly, I don't see how you could call yourself an artist and not want to get into learning what it takes to create the sound that you're doing.
That's
Um,
right.
this is what I did as an artist coming up, right? I wanted to learn how to record, mix, master myself. So I invested in myself. I took my
Mm-hmm.
last couple $1,000s and put it into a studio,
Mm-hmm.
right? I didn't know what was gonna happen behind that, but I invested it. I wasn't scared to invest it. And so I invested it, and now you got what you got.
Yep.
Where I engineer, record, mix, and master myself to where now everybody that come around want me to do their music.
Yeah.
Point look at T-Rail.
Yep.
And it's just amazing to know what I can do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Sounds I come up with and how I come up with it is just next level for me. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And it's appreciated to watch everybody else that come through that praise me. Like I said, man, I do this because I love it, not to get the praise, but I just love doing music. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's something about being able to put certain sounds together and take your life story and make you feel it.
That's right.
How can you take something that's in your mind and make somebody feel it in their life?
That's
You know,
right.
so it's almost like being a preacher, right? When a preacher get up on the stand and you go to church and he preaching these words, them words hit you,
That's
right?
right.
So I feel like when I'm spitting on this mic and I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm preaching.
That's right. You are.
So that's why my music is the way it is. I know a lot of people like, man, you always talk about. I said, listen, I can only talk about what I know,
That's right.
right? And what I know is I've been through a lot in my life. I done lost a
Mm-hmm.
lot in my life. I done gained a lot in my life, and a lot of times, man, I think that I should have never made it. And
Yep.
because of that, to be able to be here still talking to y'all, I done lost so many close friends that man were good niggas.
Mm-hmm.
And still to this day, I tell people, I say, man, that should have been me. But one thing I had to realize, God got a plan for my life and where I'm going. That to the point where now I have to be like, yeah, I gotta I gotta be dedicated to what I'm doing. I gotta really put more into what I'm doing because He spared my life.
That's
So
right.
it's a couple times where I should have been out of that thing. But again, like I said, I'm dedicated to what I do. I love what I do, and my sound is my sound because it's my pain.
That's right. We're gonna go to commercial real quick. We'll be right back. Okay.
Yep,
One
most
second.
definitely.
Sippy Zone in the building.
You.
All right, Sippy Zone. We back. Definitely, I feel like my first reaction to you was Mo3. Do you get that a lot?
You know what's so crazy? I get that a lot. Mo3. Um,
And it was crazy because I was like, he is it. Like, I didn't think there could be another Mo3. And when I heard you singing, I'm like, oh my God, like he got it. And then I heard you rap, and I was like, he could rap too. Oh, this is just next
you,
level.
so what's so crazy is before Mo3 even came out, I was doing this.
Yep.
So when Mo3 came out, a lot of my guys started hitting my line like, bro, that was supposed to be you. That's your spot. "Hey, yeah, nigga sound like you." I say, "Nah, bro, I fuck with Mo3, bro. Mo3 is, hey, Mo3 one of them real ones. I love everything about his music. I can feel his pain. I can feel everything because that's what I'm about. That's where I come from. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying? So I can't hate on somebody that got that talent, man. I can't
That's
hate on somebody that I feel like Mo3 was a preacher. Like, I go back to what I said. Mo3 was a preacher. A lot of niggas hated Mo3 because they couldn't be Mo3.
Yep.
Mo3 touched a different side of everybody, females, niggas,
Yeah.
kids. Like, you got to understand the way he delivered and the way he did what he did. He was able to touch everybody.
That's right.
Well, you got other niggas that was mad at him. They could only touch a certain audience, right?
Yep.
Mo3 was able to do it all.
That's right.
Mo3 had other people, women trying to get like they was mad at that. So you gotta understand when greatness is greatness, you can't block greatness. When you
No.
a real king, your light gonna always shine.
That's right. And you got it. I definitely see nothing but the best for you. I think that, you stay consistent, you stay collabing with great artists, and you stay pushing out great quality music that people can relate to. And I think that's what's going to take you there, is that you have it. You have the sermon already inside of you. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? And
oh,
that's just putting it on paper, putting it on wax, and that's what you're doing. So I can't wait to see what's next. I can't wait to see the next project because I feel like King of All Kings it sets the bar. It definitely, you have a lot to live up to with that title. You know what I'm saying? So what made you come to that point of King of All Kings for
so
this last
it's called. So I called it King of Kings, right?
King of Kings?
So with King of Kings is like, yeah, there are other kings around, but I'm a king of kings. You
That's right.
understand? I stand in my own destiny. I stand in my own greatness. You can't measure me to another man's standards, right?
Mhm.
So I'm a king of kings,
Yep.
right? So however, I never live by another man's measurements, and my life is my life. My story is my story, and
Hmm.
and that's really what it is.
Yep.
My chance to stand in my own greatness.
That's right. Now, who would you most like to collab with if you could collab with anybody?
Man, you know what's so crazy, man? I feel like I got but because this is my thing. My biggest thing was to collab with Mo3 and Boosie. I got Boosie. Mo3 gone. So I can't even really pinpoint somebody else off the top. Maybe Big Boogie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just something that I want to be able to reach into a whole nother genre of music to be able to say, okay, and not really a genre, but just another different feel of music to be able to reach out to some other audiences. But I really mess with Big Boogie. Maybe Moneybag Yo.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
We're gonna have
um,
to tag him. We're gonna have to get them, tuned
yeah,
in, locked
yeah.
in with
We
Sippizone.
spend the bag wherever it's at. So get
That's
at me.
right. Who inspired you the most to do music, would you say?
Honestly, I can't really say nobody inspired me to
Mm,
do. Again, that goes back to it being in me.
yep,
I don't need anybody to inspire me to keep doing something I feel is my story and my life.
that's
Like
right.
music defines me. Now, people that may motivate me to continue doing music as I see them, um, Boosie,
Yep.
seeing where he came from and that he's still doing it at the biggest level that you could ever do it at, right? With all the haters that he have and all the naysayers who still talk down on him, he's still getting to it.
That's
They
right.
didn't try to do everything to him, but he's still doing what he's doing and still being a father to his kids. He's not afraid to make mistakes, and he's not afraid to let you see him make the mistakes. Right? He's just a man, and that's the biggest thing I look at when I'm looking at different people. Like, or who are you? What defines you? You
Mm-hmm.
know, is this a character that you're trying to portray, or is
Right.
this really who? And Boosie really is who he is. That's just who he is,
Yep.
right? So when I see him doing what he motivate me to continue doing what I'm doing because I pride myself on being one of the most realest niggas that did it.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to that type of deal, yeah, I don't, yeah,
You inspire you.
I
That's
inspire.
that's right. I like that. We're gonna take a break real quick. We'll be right back with Sippy Zone. We're gonna get into some more questions, but definitely you are a king, and I am forever grateful. One moment,
Uh,
okay?
most definitely.
All right, we're back with Sippy Zone in the building. So our last question was about your inspiration. Who inspires you? And you told me you. And that I think that's a great quality to have because again, like you told me before we started recording, is if you don't believe in you, nobody else will.
No, they're not.
So it starts with you. And
You
I
got to
and
be
I
the order.
that's right. That's so true. If there was one message that you could give to your fans tonight, what would it be?
Never change who you is to please anybody else. Always
Okay.
be loyal and real to yourself. Because the moment that you try to be something that you ain't, you're gonna see everything around you crumble. So always stand on who you is. No matter what, who in the room, no matter who trying to push you to be somebody else, be you. Be your
Right.
authentic self.
I love it. That is so true. And I that was the best answer I've probably heard this season. Um, if you could, if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing right now?
Being a father,
Yeah.
working. You know, I'm a jack of all trades, so I do a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? So when I ain't doing music, I'm working. So I'm
Okay.
probably working from 5 in the morning to 10 at night, sometimes 11, 12 at night, get back up and do it all over again every day. So I'm just a man that take care of his family, protect and
Okay.
provide. I'm
Yep.
trying to do it, just trying to
Yep.
be a real.
I love that. I love that. Again, we need more real men like you and that are not afraid to say that's what they want to do and that's what they want to be. That's their purpose. Um, I think that, times are changing and, through music, we're starting to see that. And I see that in your music is that you're trying to influence change. You're trying to influence, new perspectives of people.
Most
And
definitely.
that's important. Again, from a grown man to, the young sippy zone, what would you say has been the biggest change for you?
Man, my temper,
Okay.
my patience,
Yep.
uh, my understanding. Um, what you see today, you couldn't have seen back then. Yeah, I was a different type of monster, but um, yeah, I've been blessed to be different. I've been blessed to see a different way in life. So I gotta say, I'm definitely, yeah,
Different.
loving, love the new Sippy. Anybody
Recent.
that anybody that know me, I tell you, like you blessed to see the man you see today. It's a total.
Wow. Now that's awesome. That's great because I believe in evolving. I believe in change. I believe that we're not meant to be the same forever. And the
No,
ones that are, they're stuck. They're stagnant and they're not changing. And it's hard in the life that we live, in the culture that we live in. It's very
right.
hard to not get, sucked up into that mindset that, oh, I can't change. How do you feel the internet has changed the music business?
Man, it's made anybody be able to do this craft and fake and be frauds and leading our generation into something that they really ain't living themselves. Um, you got to be a real judge of good character to know who's who. So I don't
Okay.
I don't listen to everybody that rap and do music. And it ain't because I hate on nobody, but niggas is not really authentic. They
Hmm.
not being who they really is. You got niggas talking about shooting and killing and doing this and doing that. And do you even own a pistol?
Right.
Have you even been in the hood? Have you even sold dope? Have you ever lost somebody to the streets?
Right.
Right? Have you ever been shot, stabbed? Have
Right.
you ever robbed somebody? Like all these things that you saying in your music about what you gonna do, and you ain't never did none, seen none of it, been around none of it. But in your music, this is what you're portraying, and this is what you praising. I can't respect it. So a lot of niggas I just can't even deal with.
Yeah. And it's hard. Again, like you said, you have to be, you know, be very cautious because we live in a popcorn era. We live in a
Oh yeah,
microwave era. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard sometimes because the glitz and the glamour and the the content is what people are being made famous off of, and it's like, yeah, after the camera stop, are you still that person? Are you still
right.
that gangster, that killer, that person that you're promoting violence and
Not, and they not,
no.
and they not like I really come from something like that. And any nigga that know me or know where I come from, even if you do your research on me, there's plenty of
Uh-oh. Sippizone might have had a he might have to come back in. I'm not sure. You can follow him. His information is strolling at the bottom. His handle for Instagram. Make sure y'all follow that man. Make sure y'all support him. He is the real deal. He is the king of kings. And I think it fits him because just his delivery and his charisma and the way he carries himself. It takes a certain level of experience. It takes a certain level of just life to even sit and have these conversations with men who've been through the street to understand, through music, how you're influencing the culture and kind of changing the narrative. And that's what this, segment King of Kings is about. Um, the Four Kings is basically about artists who are out here changing the narrative, who are giving you their real, you know, perspective on their experiences, and knowing right from wrong. I think it's important. I think that sometimes as youth we do things thinking, oh, this is right, and then we get older and we realize what we did when we were younger wasn't right, and it's up to us to change the narrative now. And Sippy Zone is doing that. Sippy, you there?
yeah, man. Listen, I don't kick me up out of there, man.
It's getting too real. It's getting too real in here.
Yeah, oh, let me take up out of there. Yeah, yeah.
Wait a minute. I think we have to go to commercial. We'll be right back, okay?
Almost
One
definitely.
second. All right, we're back with Sippy Zone in the building. Midwest General, you are just a boss. And again, C Boss Entertainment. Tell me when that started.
2010, I started C Boss Entertainment on my front porch. Like I said, that's when I really got and took the game serious and came up with C Boss Entertainment. It started off just some regular hood label. Checkmate Blackout Squad was the name, so we called it C Boss. And then as I grew and became somebody different and started to educate myself on, being able to really help my brothers and put up a different image, I changed it to Central Builders of Society.
Ah, I like
So
that.
yeah, so that's what CBOS stand for, Central Builders of Society. You know what I'm
Central
saying?
Building.
Not just a bunch of niggas from the street, but some real brothers that come from something real that want to build something different for our community.
I love that. I love that. Anything I could do to support, be here for you guys, I'm definitely here for that. I definitely support that. And again, it takes men like you. It takes, the bosses. It takes the people who've actually been through it to say this is not right. And the way I was thinking or the things that I was promoting as a younger man, I don't think that way anymore. And that's important to recognize as, from a woman's perspective to a black man. I salute you because again, it's few far in between. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Right.
you don't get brothers every day who think this way anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or if they are, they still are trying to transition out of the lifestyle because it's not easy. Being in the streets is not easy to transition to the working class, to the, family man, to all the things that you are now. It's like That's hard. That's not an easy process. And I don't think people
Right.
understand that.
It's not. So, we just keep pushing and keep going and trying to figure it out.
Yes.
You know, as we get older and we get pushed forward, we start to see a lot of things differently. So as long as you keep focused on where you're trying to be and where you're trying to go and keep building, man, you will see a lot of things different. But you got to be ready to accept the change and understand that you got to stand on that. So when you make that change, it take real men to stand on change, and not everybody built for it.
That's right, baby. That's right. Tell me, what has been the biggest challenge for you thus far in this music game?
Man, honestly, I kind of bit through everything just being me. I think every barrier that should have been a barrier for me, I ran through like a champ.
Hmm.
Um, but I will say, being able to really get the real recognition that I'm deserved, I don't think I ever got that. Um, I done put real work in around the world when it come to traveling, doing my thing, and I just feel like I have not yet been seen. Right?
Hmm.
Um, I think a lot of people are just now catching up to what I've done.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, it's wonderful to see people look at me now and be like, man, you cold, bro. Like I ain't, but I've been these, and the things that they're catching on to is things I did years ago.
That's right.
They ain't even got to the stage where I'm at right now. So, and as
Right.
they get closer and closer and closer by continuing to listen, they like, man, you the truth. Why you not signed? You
That's
tell
right.
me.
You tell me.
So
What
it's
would you
really,
say, what would you say would be your ultimate level of success? The
I
moment
just
when
want
you say I made it.
man, you know what? Honestly, I tell everybody all the time, I say, I really don't want to be signed. I just want a distribution deal. And to be able to have a few thousand fans is fine with me. I ain't looking to capture the world. I'm just looking to put myself in a position to live comfortably and be able to do something I love doing.
That's right.
See, a lot of niggas chasing the bag. I'm not. I'm chasing a comfortable lifestyle.
That's right. Like I tell people, it's about freedom. It's about being
Right,
able to have no ceilings, to be able to have no limits, and be able to say, "Listen, I can go and I can make other people around me comfortable." I think
right,
that's the you get to that point in life. You know what I'm saying? Some of us do, not all of us, because there's some
right.
people who are very grown, still chasing the bag, still chasing the fame, and not really the freedom that comes with the
And that's
money.
true.
You know.
And that's
So I love that. I love that you gave that answer. What would you say is the best advice that you've been given?
never give up.
Yeah,
Just never give up.
that's right.
As
That's
long
right.
as you truly never give up. And that's one of my guys down in Atlanta gave me that. And every time he see me, he say, I'm happy you keep going, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. So never give up.
I love that. Now, what's your favorite song to perform? Because
Um,
you have so many dope songs that I can't even. I'm like everything that I hear, it's a vibe.
I would say options.
Options. Okay.
I got a joint called Options that I love performing. And options mean, so all these niggas snitching and everybody in this type of lifestyle where the moment they get caught, they flipping. They had the option to either stand on what they did or be a sucker.
That's right.
And a lot of them chose to be suckers. So options is about that. Even I ain't never changed up on not one nigga I've been around. I ain't never been a weird nigga to nobody. So being in the place that I am right now, I can say even if I had the option, I never would have changed.
Hmm.
I never would have did any of the things that people have done to me in my lifetime. Right. So options is definitely one of them joints that if you ever see me performing, you'll know I mean it.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. Again, your song selections, your title selections, they have meaning, they have depth, and you understand specifically why you're picking that title
Oh
to
yeah.
stand out. That's dope. That's dope. Now, I want to get into what's next for you, but I don't want us to be cut off by a commercial break. Is there anybody you want to shout out, or just give your shout outs real quick to, or people that are on your team that are working hard with you?
Yeah, most definitely. Shout out to my team, man. My team is amazing. I love them. I got a few people that ain't never gave up on me, and I appreciate it. First and foremost is Lady Aaron, Twin Cities Lady E.
Yeah.
Um, I may know her as that, but she's been rock on me since day one, literally.
Wow.
I consider her more of my sister. She's my son's godmother. So, yeah, she really been rocking with me. We've been through the trenches together, and we still go through the trenches together. And
That's
she know
dope.
what I mean. Shouts out to you, baby love. I love you to death. Shouts out to Sharmika Burnett. She's a part of my team. She's newly a part of my management team, but been also a part of my modeling, fashion, doing things like that. So she's amazing. You may see her in the Street Life video.
Yeah.
I got another video getting ready to drop called Sneaky Link. She in that video. She the main lady in that video.
Okay.
So yeah, I want to say shout out to everybody that's on my team. Shouts out to Denisha. Man, I don't want to really get to call a name because then people feel some type of way that I did say their name. So I
Well, we got
will
to go
say,
to commercial. So you think about it real
yeah,
quick and we'll be right back. Okay.
most
1
definitely.
second. All right, guys, we're back. Sippy Zone in the building. I think we have about 8 more minutes left, so we're gonna definitely get into it, chop it up as much as we possibly can. So you were giving your shout outs. Is there anybody else that came to mind before we go
And
to the
that's really
next?
it. Anybody that I feel like anybody that support me and they genuinely support me, they won't be mad because I can't remember all the names. But salute to every single person has had anything to do with my career or me moving forward in life. I appreciate it. Man, I owe y'all a lifetime. So
That's
just
right.
doing what you're doing, and you all know what it is with me, man.
We got to get Sippy Zone up north for a show. Again, I want to see you perform. I definitely, if I'm in the South or I'm coming Midwest, anywhere like that, you let me know, lock me in, let me know, when you're going to be performing because you never know. I might pop up. I'm all about the real support, showing up at shows and showing
Most,
artists, look, I really rock with you. You know what I'm saying? And
most definitely.
again, that's what it's about.
Well, I'm gonna be putting together a show for my own self. I never did a release party for my album, so
That's
I'm gonna do a whole new rebranding of that and do a release party for that. Even though it's been out for a while now,
yeah.
I'll go back and push it back out some more, push it back in your face. I don't know. I may even change the cover. Ain't no telling. Just to make it something else, right?
That's
Um,
right.
but I don't mind traveling, man. So anybody want to book me, book me. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? Get at me. I come to anywhere.
You need those bookings straight up. So tell me, I know, but tell the people what's next. What are you working on? Because you told me something about some movie thing that you have going on. Can we talk about that?
So right now, I did this song with Boosie Badazz, Street Life. After doing that video, I'm like, man, I think I want to just make this a movie. So I end up getting with a writer, you know what I'm saying? And we sat down at the table. I wrote my ideas down, told him what I was looking for, how I wanted to be. Went back to the table, wrote that up, and now we got the script done. Everything is done. Now we just working on the budgeting side of things, the business side where it really matters. And so soon you will be hearing me calling for a casting call for people to be a part of this movie. So yeah,
That's so dope. I love it. And again, you're natural in regards to your talent. You already, like I say, it's about the aura of a king and the aura of a boss. Like everybody is not a boss. Everybody is not a general. They don't have that je ne sais quoi is what I want to say. They don't have that aura. They don't have that, and that's what I get. Anytime I hear you speak, anytime I've seen the things that you do and how you want to be portrayed, like that's what's important. Even all your media stuff, like in regards to the content, it speaks boss. It speaks I'm the person that you want to hear, that you want to listen to. And again, I can't wait to
I'm
see.
I'm big on energy, man. I've always been big on energy. Um, a lot of my people be like, man, how you do it? Because I can feel your energy when you walk in the room. You
Yeah,
know, I can tell somebody who good and who not good just by when they walk in the room, their energy different. I thank God for being able to give me that type of talent and that type of attachment to who I really am, right? My
yeah,
inner soul, and being able to know when my energy is being disturbed by
yeah.
negative energy walk in the room. So I can pretty much tell when somebody is off and I don't want to deal with them. And you will
Hmm.
see how I move. It ain't nothing personal,
No,
right? I just don't deal with negative energy.
yeah.
So, that's just who I am. So whenever I'm in the room and even doing interviews, I always want to pull off positive energy, put out positive energy, because once you put out in the universe, it'll come back to you.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Besides, you definitely want to see the beautiful women smile like you smiling. So, yeah.
Yeah, you do that. Again, it takes a certain type of person. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like I tell people, I only vibe with positive energy.
right.
I only gravitate to people who I know of like minds and like characteristics. And that's where people will say to me, "Oh, you're very outgoing and charismatic, but there's certain times where I'm very standoffish and I'm very
Yeah.
quiet
Oh, yeah.
and subtle
Yeah.
because the energy's off."
Yeah. You'll see me do that a lot. People like, man, why he just, because the energy off. I can't vibe with you. It take a certain type of person to be in my space.
That's right. Some people got
So
demons on them, and I don't want that. I don't want that
I
energy.
tell people all the time, I got enough of my own. I don't need yours.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. And again, it's about being positive. I think through life, through everything that people go through, sometimes people learn from it and they learn how to readjust. And I think that we're just some of the strongest that have survived.
I tell
Um,
people everybody got demons, right?
yeah,
It's about who let their show.
that's right. That's right. Discipline, discernment.
That's all.
So, is
Yeah.
there anything else that you want to tell us before we wrap it up? I want you to know that this is your home now. This is somewhere where you can come, you can talk, we can,
Get it.
talk about your upcoming projects, the things that you have going on. And I definitely want to invite you back for, a different segment that we have because I think that I'm also trying to teach literal context of conversation. You know what I'm saying? And having real conversations about life and about, just different aspects of perception and perspectives from different people in all different walks of life. So I think you'll be a great asset to be able to build with and give knowledge to our youth, to our viewers, to the people out here that want to know the right way and the right path and just the right way of thinking. Because again, it starts with mindset, and I think you have a great mindset.
And that's pretty much where I'm at in my life right now. We building. I got a couple of my guys from all around the world that we are building a brotherhood right now,
Yeah.
to put us brothers, like-minded brothers, in a situation where we can reach out to younger brothers and be able to give them some guide and light, because we come from that. We a lot of us have synced, right, or was supposed to sink, but we was able to fix our boat, patch that hole up, and keep going. So me and a couple of the brothers are getting together and forming a brotherhood where we can be able to build a brotherhood
Uh oh, I don't want to lose him. Sippy zone. I don't want to lose him again. This is what he was brought on here for today. Because he has something to contribute to our next generation. And again, doing it the right way, doing it through his influence, doing it through his creativity. And all the kings have an organization going on. And I'm just going to be the one who kind of connects the dots and hopes that, these four men could help to change the narrative in all parts of the world. I think that's my purpose right now is to connect the dots, is to connect like-minded people. And I'm doing it right now. Sippy Zone, he is again one of the last kings. He is definitely the person that you want to build with, that you want to help you change the narrative in the music game. And make people know, what's important, what's valued, what to live with honor and integrity, and to carry these characteristics throughout life. I think that's important. So again, I hope he comes back in. But it was an honor to have him on here tonight. You guys, you need to listen to his music. Again, it is some of the best quality sound that I've heard this year. And just the visuals that he gives in his videos are so real and so lifelike. I can't wait to see what the movie is and how it, just translate to the music. Again, he is a creative director, and he has that aspect of stardom already in him. It's not on you, it's in you. Okay, guys, don't forget that. I don't want to stay too much longer. I think we have about 3 more minutes before we can stay on, but I'm going to stay on and try to, close out the show with him. Again, you can find him at Sippizone on Instagram. Okay, you can also find him on Facebook. He's on all digital streaming platforms. I'm actually going to show the overlay so you can kind of see all of his content creations. Look, this man, he keeps it authentic, he keeps it real, and he is just a gift that I am sharing to the world, to my platform. And I consider you guys worldwide. I consider everybody who tunes in to Real Talk with TML part of this family, part of the loop. And again, I appreciate you guys for all that you do and all that you've helped to contribute to help this platform grow. And I look forward to 2025. We have one more king that will be with us next week. And he is, again, a legendary producer, highly respected in the music industry. Live Squad definitely was his starting point. He's worked with some of the greatest legendary artists in music history. I'm talking Nas, Biggie. I'm talking Tupac. I'm talking, we gonna get into it. And again, this man right now is developing NFTs for artists to sell on a whole different scale. Again, these are people that are changing the narrative and actually using their influence to impact the next generation. And this is what it's all about, guys. So again, I thank you guys for tuning in. Sippizone, we're going to have him come back. He's a busy man. I know it probably was hard for him to get back on. But again, I appreciate you guys and have a great night. Real Talk with TML.
Incredible music from your street.